the hard thing is when the things are not going well. So you need to, in some crisis, you need to also act. People expect from you, and all eyes are on you, and how you react. You don't have that much time and everything, and you need to act on it very fast and make decision fast.
Tell us a little story about you and DECODE.
Me and DECODE. Yeah, I co-founded DECODE with Marco and Peter, or Petar, how we call it. So we met on the college here in Zagreb. I came to Zagreb from Ploče, a little town on the seaside. Met those two. We studied together whole college, and when we approached to finishing college, we started talking about let's start some company. Let's try. We are young, we can risk, we don't have anything to lose. So we actually did it, and we didn't talk about who will be what in the company. It's everyone did what they could, but after some time, Marco was more into, he was also a technical guy, but he also had that skills with sales. So we talked about it, and we decided that he will be CEO, and I'm more like techie guy. So I named myself CTO. So that's from the beginning. Peter, we later co-founded another company, so he becomes CEO of that other company. That's the start. On college we learned how to program, and at that time, mobile, both iOS and Android came out, and I was interested in Android more, and we learned Java on college. So right after it was possible to program application for Android, I got interested in, and I very soon, in 2 or 3 months, I built my first mobile app, which I published on a Play Store at the time, and that was my beginning. I also did backend development back in the days, and a lot of other stuff. I didn't want to limit myself on only one technology. So that's how it started, and we had success with that first application. We did some press notice it, and right after that we started to get some inquiries from other companies that we help them build mobile applications, because at that time it wasn't so companies from that time didn't invested in mobile right at the start. They didn't recognize that it is going to be a big thing. So we took that opportunity and started DECODE, and helped a lot of companies to make mobile applications for them. That was the start. Later on, we did a lot of other things on the mobile application, but this is a start how we started. So the thing is, when we started, as I said, I programmed a lot, whole day, and then we decided to hire new people, and I don't know, but I think till 30 people overall in the code, not only technical. I think I still coded, still did some coding. I was how do I say? I was working on projects for clients, sometimes multiple projects, coordinating stuff from technical side and so on. Then you reach some point when you see that you don't have enough time to focus on coding because you are jumping from from one project to another. People are asking questions. You need to help them with advice and stuff like that. And it became like natural that I didn't have time to focus and code. And just I focused on helping people, tracking how they are doing, how they are progressing, and giving them advices how to move forward. And that takes time, and that's basically what happened. After some time, I couldn't manage so many people, so I needed to introduce some like leaders between me and rest of the guys. I don't remember when we started that, but then that's also big transition because you are not helping people who work directly under you. Then you need to help people who lead other people. That's a big transition. So nearly as same as if you are like individual contributor, then you become a leader, and then after that you become, let's say, leader of leaders. That's a different kind of job. And I think at first I didn't notice that is a difference, but that nowadays I think I handle it very well, and we have successful business, successful company, and I think people are happy to work with us, and clients are happy what we do for them. Most of the work I need to do is to figure out strategy, what we want to do, what we want to become in the future, what we want to become in the future, right? So I set goals. Goal setting is not easy as it sounds like, because you need to find the sweet spots between like easy to hit goal or like we are never going to do this. So you need to find that sweet spot, and you need to communicate it not only once. You need to communicate it all the time in many forms, in writing, like writing some documents, and presentations. You need to give presentations about a new strategy or new goals, and you need on one-on-one talks and everything. You need to be consistent and and I say preach. Maybe it's not popular word, but it is something like preaching. What do you expect from the organization you lead? So I didn't figure that out before, but now I think I realize.
Okay. Would you like to shortly explain the C-level roles in DECODE, how DECODE is structured?
Yeah, nowadays we have CEO. CEO leads the company. He is the face of the company, but mostly CEOs like are sales-oriented in companies like this, and I think we are also. So Marco is setting strategic goals for revenue team, and revenue. We have revenue team which is consisted between of marketing and sales people. Also under his watch are HR and finances. Then CTO. I'm now mostly focused on technology. I did some other things before, but we decided that I focus mostly on technology, so I already described what that is. We have Ante, who is acting as a CDO, Chief Delivery Officer. So he is in charge of how we put things together, how they work together, and he is responsible that we deliver our contracts to clients, right? He needs to organize team and deliver what we need to deliver. And the Marin is our chief client officer. He's responsible of all our communication with existing clients and future, and finding new clients. Ideal team is consisted of people which every one of them knows what they need to do and how, but that's not the case. There's always some new things you need to figure out, new things you need to figure out. You need to adapt to the client a little bit, but still we want to keep our standards, what we set, the code standards. So you need to figure out balance between the two. Also, we are in technology. Application, what we did like 2 years ago, most of the time we can't use everything what we learned back then nowadays, because new things are coming. We need to adapt in that way also. So it's always a combination of you need to learn new stuff and adapt to it, and the experience you got from before. So the most like the ideal team, from my perspective, needs to be flexible, needs to be adaptable to the new kind of situation, and needs to always find a balanced approach between the are we going to use something we already did before, is that good enough, or we need to like use some new technologies and approach to it. All of us know like AI came, and that's a huge impact of how we do things, and also but you can abuse it, obviously. You can rely only just on it, and you can decide that everything you learned from before doesn't matter and stuff like that. It's not true. But it's like there's hype. It's very easy to go in that direction, and people are excited about that. But still, you need to think about it and figure out what are the how would I say, pros and cons between different approaches. So team needs to be adaptable, flexible, and it's very important that the team is not afraid to learn new things, that it has sort of courage to try new things. That's also important, but in balanced way, right? It helps that the team works together for a little longer time, because even though you put like your best people in the team, first, I don't know, 2-3 months, they are still figuring out how to work together. They will not like be as performant in the first few months as they could be in the future. So you need to know that, so you don't when you look at them and you are making estimations, are they good or not, you need to know that every team, no matter how good people are in the team, needs some time to learn how to work together. Most obvious situations from the like real life are like if you watch some team sports, like in every sport, it doesn't matter, is it football or any other basketball, team needs to like some time to perform. Same rules are here. So to wrap it up, good team, ideal team needs to be consisted of very good people. They need some time to give their best, and they need to be adaptable and flexible about things. So I forgot about that aspect, but yeah, ideal team needs to know what they are doing and how they are doing, and also why. So they need to know, every team member of the team needs to answer those two questions. Some of the questions are answered by our clients, why we are building that and stuff like that. But our teams which are working on that need to understand that what client wants, why he is building that. And what we are building, that's collaboration between our client and our team, and how we are going to build it, that's mostly on us, right? So those are three important questions, and a lot of the times in companies like this, people switch projects sometimes, and they forgot about that, and they end up in a situation that they don't know answers of some of these questions, and that's not good. That's not good, and that is visible in the end. That the value which can be given to the client is not there in a way that we wanted. So we are working a lot on that, like awareness, that you need to know why you are doing something, what you are doing, and how you are going to do it. So that's the very important thing. It's not easy to achieve. It sounds, maybe it sounds like it's easy. It's like common sense, but when you are in an organization of more than, I don't know where is the limit, but more than, I don't know, 10, 15 people, like what is common sense? It's very easy to say common sense, but it's sometimes it gets lost because of some, I don't know, legacy, how we did stuff before and stuff like that. So you need to always work on that, and remind people that they need to know answers to that questions, and that will result that the teams build better products. That's for sure. When you talk to, when he or she talks about the product, it's easy to figure out that is he or she into it. Does he or she understands what what we are building, and also they tend to care more about the product. Like if they understand, they will give suggestions. But also they need to understand that sometimes suggestions are not, for different reasons, are accepted, and that can be like discouraging for them. But it's very visible, and it's visible on the end product. When the team works on something, I don't know, for 3 months, and I say, can you demo that to me? Can I take a look? Can I send me the invitation for beta testing or something? And I click through it. I can feel does it work well in a way? Is it like designed and implemented in a way that's very, how do I say, easy to use and understandable, or is it team worked only on, I don't know, Jira tickets, and they did everything like without understanding? So that's I think approach. It's very hard to notice that like from the start, but I would say my approach is, it's not about noticing, it's about like talking about it on on every opportunity, and people will align with that. So and experience helps. So if we did few projects which are which ended up in a way that we didn't like so much, we talk about it so we can learn from it and deliver better value in the future. So that's also important. That's also one huge topic, how you create an organization which can learn from experiences you have, not only like person but whole organization. How we document things, where we document things, how you can find things we documented, how we transfer knowledge. Do we have some sessions? Do we have presentations and everything? So do we have, did we identify the experts within the organization who will lead some efforts in that way? That's also like things which CTO needs to do. It's very hard that individual builds the whole product nowadays. It is possible. You have a bunch of guys on Twitter which can do that, but they are rare, and that's why they are famous, right? But nowadays, like typical life cycle of like building some digital projects includes like many different skill sets you need to know. Product management, figuring out what we need to build, product design, to draw that, to figure out the flows and everything. So that's already two skill sets. Then designer handovers that to developers. Then you have like from the developers, backend developers, maybe sometimes they are combined, but you also have a lot of products have mobile applications. And after they build it, you have quality assurance. So as you can see, I named, I don't know, 5 or 6 different skill sets you need to have. So, and the end result is everyone needs to work together well and individually. But if you have one great individual in all that team, it's not going to be like visible from the outside. So it's a team sport. So we care more about the teams here, and that's why we do that. Also, we can't like ignore that people are individuals, and we need to think about them in some sort like individuals and figure out for them how they want to grow personally within the company, how they want to, what they want to learn, and find find the meeting spot between like team interests and individual interests. It's not always easy, but it can be done.
Right?
Yeah, there's every project has a tech lead, like the person which is like leads what we should and coordinates what should we do on a project technology wise, like what technology should we choose, what approaches should we choose, and like he is responsible that everything works and fits together on a project. Then we have team leads. And team leads are not like project-based role. It's like organization-based role, which is responsible that it tracks progress of every individual of that team. His team members that they do not need to work on the same project as they are. So that's like organizational unit. and the team lead tracks their progress, helps them how to achieve next level, talks with them, understand the problem if they have, and leads them in direction that they become more senior and senior as the time goes by. So on both like roles, you need to communicate well, and communication is a two-way street, as all we know, but sometimes we forget. So it's not only that you talk and you put information on the table. You need to be a good listener, and you need to figure out in what situation is the individual you are leading or the team you are leading. And from that on, you need to figure out how to help and where to intervene or not intervene, what to do and stuff like that. So leads need to have experience. They need to, in the past, they saw a lot of situations like that. And so they need to figure out what works, what doesn't work and stuff like that. So that's one aspect of it. Also, leads need to have authority, and you can achieve authority in different ways. Most of the time, we want that leaders have technical authority, that they are good in their job, so that leads which are under team members which are under that lead respect them for the like technical knowledge and technical experience they have. Most common ones are like they have expectations which are not realistic. So that's we need to find a way to explain to them what is possible, what is not possible. Especially that happened last few years because of AI, and people think everything is possible, but that's not true. So we need to educate them what we can do, what we can't do. Also, sometimes some things seem like they're easy, but they are not, and vice versa. There are some things which, for the client thinks they're hard, but they're easy for us. So we need to guide them. We need to guide them in the right direction, and we need to understand what is the real problem a client wants to solve. Sometimes client approaches us with he knows what he wants to build, right? Because client thinks that what will like solve problem, and most of the time that is the case, but sometimes it's not. Then we need to take a step back and figure out why, then help them to figure out what is the solution. So that's something which is the hardest thing to do, because you need to tell the client this is not right what you are saying, and let's take a step back and do this together. And it's very hard to achieve that kind of like scenario, but it is possible. And the most important thing there is that in that first like encounters with the client, somehow you gain some trust and respect from the client, that he feels comfortable to give you to delegate to you how to find a solution to his problem. And we are now talking a lot about that, and we have that service we have, which is product discovery. and we did it quite a few times now, and we achieved some good solutions for our clients. All what I talk now is when we are building new products. But as we know, as we see, there are existing products which are on the market, which are like money-producing businesses and everything. But at some point they get stuck in some kind, they plateau on some level and they can't grow. And that's common problem, and we also have that service where we can help our clients to rise above that plateau, to figure out why the product plateaued, and we have skills, and we take a look at analytics and figure out what is not working well, finding the root cause and implementing solutions in that case. So that's also important, and I think we can offer a lot as a company to the market in that sense. Our clients hear a lot of stories about AI, and they also, as a persons, they use it, and they have a hunch that it can help them in their business. But not everything is still possible. That's true. So we need to guide them, and we need to work with them to figure out what are the right approaches, how to implement AI in their processes. And for example, some processes don't need AI. For example, if you have a process which is digitalized already and works well, and it doesn't have, I don't know, there's there's no opportunity to put AI in it. But some processes are very like they can be improved a lot with AI. So you need to identify that, and we call that, like here in DECODE, we started calling that AI modernization. So you have some system which works well and everything, and your business depends on it. And we can take a look and figure out what are the opportunities for AI modernization. And it's not like you need to throw everything you have out of the window and let's do everything AI. It's not like that. I think it's that's why we call it AI modernization, because it is something it's just an add-on on something you have. So I think a lot of clients will ask us to do work like that, and here in DECODE we have AI engineers which can deliver both in solutioning and implementing those kind of things. So that's it. So we build software, and software is built for like million plus reasons, and every company nowadays have some software, and we can help companies to augment their teams with our experts. That's one way we work. And our people are included in some other teams or as a sub-teams in bigger organizations to work on some initiative and stuff like that. Also, we can like build products from the scratch. That's also our expertise, and we did it a lot of times, and build a business from that product we are building. So that's also our expertise. I wouldn't say in which area we are better. We do both from the start of the company, and I think it's a good like combination for the company like us, because working on the projects from the scratch has some like people love to work with them, but it can be a little bit messy from the start. And working in the, I don't know, bigger enterprises on their products, it's more structured, but can be sometimes boring. So we can switch our people between the two, and that's what we do. Sometimes people love one way, then after some time they would like to switch and stuff like that. So I think we can offer that for our people also. What technologies are popular and what people want to use and like to use changes all the time. And it's also like there are trends which come and go and so on. So it's very hard to follow that, but we have that approach that we know what we need to do, and that's bring value to the customer as soon as possible. So we make some bets on some technologies in which we can be fast to deliver value. That's one thing. Also, there are some like technologies which are maybe not that as fast, but they are like established, and people have trust in them, and they run like huge applications in big organizations. So we also offer that kind of technologies and stuff because they are needed in the market, and there is a reason why people choose that, valid reason. It's very easy to get into the discussions about preferences and what is better, what is smarter and everything, but we try to stay out of that, and only thing which we care is how to deliver value, because we get paid by the value.
Do you have a nice example or a story where the tech stack or tech strategy impacted delivery, the cost, or some success for the client?
I don't know how much I can share. And cause many discussions. The hardest part for me is to figure out what I need to do next, because you don't have anything to tell you that. So that's the harder part. And also when you figure out, then someone you start to like spread it through the organization. Someone says that it's not right or something, then you need to question yourself and stuff like that. But it's and you want that some like doubts which can occur, that you have all the answers for them and everything. So it's very hard to make those decisions. What direction should we take? And when you are sure about it and you know that it's right, and it's easy. Easy part is to implement it. Easier part, it's not easy, but the figuring out, and I think that's the a lot of like people which are in those top positions have the same problem. Like you need to figure out what to do next, and and you don't have that many like options to go to talk to and like consult with someone and stuff like those. So that's the hardest part for me. And other also the hard thing is when the things are not going well. So you need to, in some crisis, you need to also act. People expect from you, and all eyes are on you, and how you react. You don't have that much time and everything, and you need to act on it very fast and make decision fast. So, and it's easy to make mistake when you don't have time. Then you need to recover from the mistakes. That's also something you need to do. My biggest focus is going to be like quality. We are capable of building like great products which work, which can achieve like goals for the client, and that's my main focus. That's it's very hard. It's very hard to do. It's going to be a teamwork. We need to always work on raising standards because everyone has a lot of tools now, and everyone can build like working application. And you need to set apart from them that we have a deeper understanding what we are doing, and that we are using tools more efficient in a better way than everybody else, and that everything in the end looks very good and works very good. Yeah, that's all the like different steps we need to take care about to achieve better quality. One of the most important thing is reporting. Like nobody likes reporting, but and when you think about it, everybody reports to everybody all the time. Like, it doesn't need to be formal, like document and everything, but you get asked on the workplace, what have you done recently and stuff like that, what you are working on, how it's going, and that's all kind of reports. And it's a problem. It can be a problem because people don't want to bring up bad news, and you need to build an environment that's okay. And it's very hard, even though you think that you have built up that environment. Sometimes people wear pink glasses, and that's that's sometimes not good, because we don't see room for improvement and everything. So that's one step that in that direction, that we raise standards. So and after that, quality of our delivery. So working on that environment, that it's very normal to report difficulties, and if stuff are not going well, and taking responsibility, and that will lead to that end goal, which is that we build better products and we deliver more value to our clients. Most important thing for me, and I think sometimes that is not present, is that people fully understand what they are working on. That they are not like only working on a task which they get, and they think that's enough, and okay, it is in a way, but you need to be more ambitious, to be like hungry for the knowledge, learning and everything, but you need to, how do I say, dig deep, a little bit deeper. Also, that can be like unproductive sometimes. You need to stop at some point, but I think now, for example, people are more like focused on how to finish the job, not on, but they don't like really care about the is this right thing what I did.
I think with passion comes all of that, right? When you're passionate about what you do, you kind of invest yourself so much more. than
Yeah,
you're just-
we need to figure out what environment should be to wake that passion.